Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters. Kazakya back again. And I am responding to this Geoffery Broughton user who's caught up in British Israelism. And then when we try to use the scriptures correctly, right, then we have people who want to come in and say, well, it doesn't matter what color. We're not talking about color. Only emphasis or the reference that I talk about color is identifying who the real Israelites is. Okay? So the reality of the matter is that prophecy is based on Israel, the literal descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not spiritual. And so prophecies are not designed to be figurative or metaphysical, right? Or representing something else instead of representing the literal interpretation. It's called Bible hermeneutics. I learned that when I went to theological seminary, okay? Literal is literal unless it is figurative, right? Okay? There are some things that are parallel that represent spiritual things that are actually literal and literal and spiritual at the same time. But you can't throw away the literal interpretation to try to get a spiritual meaning and not deal with the literal, right? The prophecies, because you were commenting about prophecies identify prophecies. One of the biggest prophecies of the nation of Israel, and I shared that in my other video, which your whole doctrine, your whole movement is consumed with falsehood, wanting America and Britain to be Israel, which the Most High said in Deuteronomy 28, America and Britain doesn't fit the bill, okay? Deuteronomy 28 talks about the curses. You talking about America having blessings and America's blessed and Britain is blessed. When the Most High told the nation of Israel, if you break my covenant, you're going to be cursed, right? You're going to be cursed, right? The prophet Daniel said in Daniel 9, and I'm repeating myself, and this is for you because other people that have followed my channel know. The prophet Daniel said all Israel have broke the law. All Israel have transgressed the law, okay? And therefore the curses that were spoken out of the mouth of the prophet have fallen upon Israel, not the blessings. Ephraim and Manasseh went into captivity about 700 BC. The article that I read said that the Europeans, the Aryan race of people, that's who you guys are. You're not Israelites. The Aryan race of people, 1500 years BC, started their own nation. And that was the beginning of your Britain. From the Aryan race, not from Israel. You have no Shemitic blood in you, period. The prophecies, they're talking about Israel, the true Israelite, the ones who you keep oppressing. And you make it a color issue because we're detailing to you that we are the biblical Israelites. But you can't get it through your thick skull. We're not talking about race. We're talking about a people who have been oppressed. That the Most High said that they will continue to be oppressed until the Messiah himself in Matthew 24 said, I will gather the elect from the four corners. Right? Luke said that you shall be led captive. Right? Britain and America has never been led captive into no nation. Okay? The Messiah, Yahshua, said that you shall be led captive into all nations, and Jerusalem will be trodden down by the Gentiles. That's who you are. Europeans are Gentiles. You are not Israelites. You are Gentiles. I don't know why you guys can't get into your thick skulls. You're not Israelites. Britain and America being blessed, and only reason why Britain and America is blessed is because they lied and stole from everybody. They had all of the true Israelites that you want to say don't matter, and you using quoting Paul talking about vain genealogies. Why would the Bible have genealogies in Matthew's if the genealogies are vain? That's stupidity, right? Why would the Most High leave a record in Genesis chapter 10 about the nations if the genealogies are vain? Because your doctrine of the serpent doesn't want to identify the woman, the people, the nation where the Messiah was birthed. You're in the book, but you're in the wrong prophecy. The prophecy said that the serpent was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. That's what British Israel is the doctrine of the serpent that is angry with the woman to keep the woman, the true Israel, the ones who you call black, African Americans, Negroes, colored people. Those are the ones that are the true Israelites that the Most High is going to make you pay because you continue to teach a lie and deception. I'm going to close with this here. The prophet Yirmiyahu said, in that day, the Gentiles shall come and say, our fathers have inherited lies. That's what you have inherited, lies. Continuation or perpetuation of lies, right? But in that day, when the Messiah returns, looking like an African American, as you call us, with locks in his hair, and you're going to look up in the sky and say, oh, dear God, Jesus, Yahshua, is a black man. And you're going to bow down on your knees and you're going to lap up the dust from off our feet. And you're going to know that we are the people that the Most High have loved and have chosen. And on that note, that's all I got. Shalom, shalom, shalom.